Hello, 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 and welcome back to another CreamCatCorner stream. Um, Houston, we have a problem. I didn't expect this game to be so addicting. I I'll just show you guys, okay? Oh God, okay. So the last time we left off this stream yesterday, this game yesterday what am I even saying? On yesterday's stream, we left off with a few unlockables, but um I I get addicted to this game and I played the game a bit um on the night, not yesterday morning, but at night I played it a little bit more and I unlock a lot of things. Well, primarily I've unlocked the recovery area amount, something like that. But as for the collection, I've also unlocked this, Thunder Loop, and Labora. I guess that's it, huh? And and I unlocked four characters, which I didn't unlock it yet. I'm going to do that right now because I don't want to do I don't want to play the game too much off stream, even though I pretty much want to do it. Also, Poe Ratio is kinda good. Garlic is pretty good. And I've played this game on hyper mode. So I'm going to try this time with um our Ladona. And we'll see Arcaladona and then we try Portoladona. Same family. Then we will use Tomario and Croci. Croci Frito. This name sounds Italian. Portabello. Okay, let's get Arca. And no, I don't want the hyper mode. Oh no. Arca and Matt Forest, stage 1. And let's go. Oh man, I forgot to do... Oh no, oh no. Okay. Okay, Santa Water or X or Fire One. Okay, let's see. Okay, if you want to evolve X, we need Candelabrador. Santa Water. We have also upgrade it. Let's try level up Fire One. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, by the way, Fire One, as powerful as it is balanced by the fact that it cannot control the way it works. It fires, I mean. You are at the mercy of the RNGs. This. I mean, that's basically it, I guess. Oh god. He is pretty powerful. I have to give him that. Okay, Spellbinder, Santa Water, or Rune Tracer. We've also unlocked the Evolved Rune Tracer, which requires, let me think, armor. Oh, also we've unlocked Unholy Vesper, which requires Spellbinder and King Bible. Maybe we get Spellbinder. Pichon, we've never fully leveled up Pichon. Picon? Picon. Pichon. I don't know how to pronounce that. Okay, come on. We need empty tomb. I think we do, huh? So that we can do the fireball much quicker. Attract Torp. Kitchen. Picone. Oh man, I miss garlic so much. Garlic is nice because, for example, this bad horde and the skeleton horde, it's free experience. Okay. Oh, garlic! Yes, garlic. I love garlic. You say you don't like garlic, then we can't be friends. Oh! Okay. Let's level up Fire One. Ooh! Pomarola? Yes. Yes. Maybe just like I said in the previous stream, yesterday's stream, this game scratch the same trigger in your brain whenever you play gacha games, but without having to pay a shitload of money. And I feel that. I feel that. You know, with all the sound. And it's only 30 minutes per run. What more can you ask? Okay, let's level up the whip. I'm excited to see what levels up, I mean not levels up, evolve the Pichon? Still don't understand how it works. Okay, lightning ring, crown, fire one. I'm going to take fire one for now. I don't know what I'm looking for to get in evolve fire one. Oh my god, it's very powerful. That's the one. A ball sack. You know, when I played as Horatio, the one with the garlic weapon, he has a tough time trying to defeat this green dude. But I'm glad this guy is not having problem at all. Do I need Candelabrador? I do. And the best thing about this game is that you only need to control the movement. You don't even need to control other menus. Less screen on your fingers, your arm, your hand. What's not to like? Okay, should we get... Boom. Sure what the wings... Is wing required by Fire 1? I don't know. Okay. Okay. Let's get Fire 1 to level 8. The vampire bats are decimated. Okay, Pentagram is kind of bad because it destroys everything, including all the power-up, all the floor chicken. So it's bad, is what I'm saying. I don't know why. I mean, I do know. It's a tree! Oh god, sorry about that. And the Labrador. Wait. let's level up. Ooh, I'm going to take Clock Lancet. Yes, all leveled up. Oh my god, we are just decimating this. Oh my god. Yes, so satisfying. You can't go into my personal space. Okay, garlic. Yes. Ooh, Pichon. Amarilla. Oh god, I'm almost dead. Oh, okay. Okay. Remember, do not get too cocky. You can always most definitely die. You're not immortal. Okay, let's level up Whip. That's the one, but we got the evolved garlic. Soul Eater. Steals heart. Power increases when recovering. What? Stamina? HP? Bible? Nah. But we do need knife. Do we? We need knife? I'm guessing Pomerora. Why not? Okay. Free experience down. I don't need Laurel for now. We are pretty powerful. He says as he is going to die. I mean, let's get spinach. Why not? Okay, ooh, duplicator. Yes. Duplicator level 2. I mean, let's get wings. Whip, level 5. Spellbinder. I really don't want the pentagram. Pentagram messes up with everything. Clock Lancet. There. Ooh, what's this? Hellfire. Oh, hello, Mass Nelson. You recommend getting Ebony Wings if you've unlocked it. How do I get Ebony Wings? I've only played this game yesterday, but I don't think I've unlocked Ebony Wings. How do you get Ebony Wings? Or does it unlock at a different stage, not the first stage? Haven't tried Ebony Wings. Ebony Wings is similar to Pe Peachone. I think you unlock it by maxing out Peachone. Okay, okay. I'll try to wait. Oh, okay. Leveling up Peachone. Okay, thank you for the tip, Nelson. I'll try to do that. Oh my god. That's a spicy meatball. Okay, okay, Let me get the knife. Sure, why not? Whoa. We are literally killing this Clock Lancet, why not? Uh-oh. I shouldn't be too cocky about this. Okay. Amarola? Okay, okay. Whoa, okay. I love the upgraded fire one. How fire is it? Yes, I love it. Okay. Beacon? Beacon? How do you pronounce that? Beacon? Personally, I would say Peachone. But that's just me. I don't know how it is supposed to be pronounced. The Labrador. Oh, that's it. Oh my god. They are so powerful. Yes. Make way. Fire Wand is a favorite weapon. It goes from one of the weakest to one of the strongest when you evolve it. Yes. Oh my god. A great weapon indeed. Okay, let's get spinach, why don't we? By the way, Mass Nelson, how long have you played this game? I've recently picked it up because it was on sale. I didn't think it would be so addicting to play this game. I wish I had picked it up sooner. Is the audio too loud? I feel like it's a little bit too loud in my ears. But yeah, if I had known this game is going to be this fun, I would have picked it up much sooner. Okay, let's get spinach. Let's make ourselves more powerful. My computer is chugging so much. Uh-oh. You got about 2 months ago. You are one weapon away from 100% completing the game as of now. Whoa! I'm guessing you got addicted to the game too then. I really didn't expect this game to be so much fun. I really do. I was surprised by it. Game dev really do know what they are doing with the game. Okay. Get me out of here. Knife or wings? Hey, by the way, during off. Oh. Turning off damage number. Oh, okay. Thanks for the tips, Mass Nelson. Okay. Oh, okay. It does help. Okay. Let's get knife. Duplicator. By the way, Mass Nelson, if you know the answer to this, someone asked me, does the number of I don't know how to say this. The number of test item we get, either 1, 3, or 5, does it affect by the amount of luck we have in the game? Or is it random? For example, my luck right now is 50%. Does it affect the amount of the type of chest we got from monsters? But I don't think it's going to be affected by the in-game luck, but I don't know. Ooh, okay. Pomerella, I guess. Oh wait, Spellbinder. You mean does your luck affect how many upgrades you get? Yes. Does it affect the in-game luck? Does it affect the number of upgrades you get from the chest? I don't know how to say that more eloquently. But basically, yes. Yes? And it also increase your damage. Oh, okay. So luck is good then. I thought luck only affects the level up screen. Increase your luck for a chance to get 4 choices. I thought that was the only reason to get luck. But apparently I am wrong. Okay, let's get Spellbinder this time. I am making through this level so quickly. my god, yes. Okay, let's get finish. Let's get more powerful. Finish. Essentially, each hit deals a random amount of damage in a range. High luck means you will always get the max damage on your... Aha, okay. I didn't think of it like that. Okay. Well, that incentivizes you to get high luck then. It also increases the chance of critical hit. Okay. Ooh. Okay, yes. Oh my god. I love this. I love the fire one. Hellfire. Previously, I loved garlic. But now, fire one is good. Okay, let's see. Fog Lancet. Or knife. Or spellbinder. And let's get Fog Lancet for now. Like a I'm going to see that time freeze button. Spellbinder. Yes. Oh my god, yes. Okay. Have people speedrun this game? I mean, that doesn't make any sense, right? Because the game is going to be finished in 50 minutes. I guess people do speedrun this game, huh? They make fast divisions too. See how people quickly level up in this game. Whoa! Good show. Let's see. Yes, this mummy doesn't stand a chance then. Okay. Level up. The bats doesn't stand a chance. Oh my god. Oh my god. They are getting washed before they can reach me. Yes, oh my god, I love this. This is personal preferences, but I use armor and anti-film on just about every run. They make you take 6 less damage and fire all weapons 40% faster when maxed out. Armor isn't a necessity. You are actually good at avoiding attack though. I do agree about empty tomb. Too bad we didn't get one in this run. I tried to delay as much as possible, but he doesn't want to show up in this run. But I do agree about the anti-film. I really love the anti-film. Makes us fire the weapon much faster. Okay, let's wings. Oh my god, yes. Wings. More wings. Okay, Pomerella maxed out. Okay, now we just have to level up the knife. Then we can focus on getting money. Yes, oh my god, yes. Yes, yes. Oh yes, I love this. Whoa, I love visual effects. Yes. Take some way. Oh my god, yes. Now we just have to focus on getting the knife 2 more times, then we will max out the knife. Can't stand a chance against me. Yes, yes. Oh my god, yes. Oh, yes, yes. That's all I'm going to say in this one. Yes. I love this. Whoa. If I'm not getting any unlockables in this one, I'm going to be so sad. Let's just sit here, why don't we? Oh, thank you, Mass Nelson, for the follow. Thank you so much. And we finally get the final level up. Okay, let's check. Let me just stay in one place. Oh. And they can't do anything to hurt me. Soul Eater, Fire One, Hellfire. Yes, all this are a yes. Oh god, yes, I love this. I love this. I just want to collect all the experience gem. I don't need it, but I do love collecting it. It gives us some satisfaction. Yes, yes. I do wonder what does the enemy ring do? Guess I'll find out in the next run. When we leveled up thing to max. Oh my god, the poison ivy doesn't stand a chance against us. Yes, yes, oh my god, yes, oh god. Oh, I love this. The reason we recommend ebony rings early is because if you have both it and Picone at once, they can combine to Bandolier with a chest, which has both Bahia effects at the same time but only take up one slot. Since the Bandolier only takes one slot, you basically get a free extra powerful weapon with only the cost of a single weapon slot. Oh, I see. That's exciting. Okay, definitely going to try that in the next one. The poison ivy doesn't stand a chance. Yeah, it makes sense. I understand it. Oh my god, yes. Poison ivy doesn't stand a chance against these fireballs. Yes. Oh my god, yes. I used to struggle in this area. In the previous run, previous stream I should say, I got stuck whenever I got to 15 minutes. But now, look at us. Look at us. We were doing so good. I guess I got lucky, huh? Yes. Oh god. It's a bit hard to hear me. Okay. Okay. Thank you for the feedback. I guess I should. I wanted to open Pretzel Rock and turn off the music entirely, but I'll do it after this. I mean, it's basically the same sound effect, huh? Does get repetitive, but I do love it nonetheless. And the trapdoor. Yes, oh my god, a trapdoor. No one can get past through my personal space. The ghost just disappeared. They can't even push the enemies into me anymore. By the way, Mass Nelson, what is the thing that attack us whenever we reach 50 minutes? Looks like a huge boss. Can we defeat the boss? Or we have to die? Oh my god, yes, all the reds. I'm seeing red. do want this. Oh my god, yes, yes. Whoa. I'm not sure if I'm in danger or not. I guess I am in danger, huh? I'm doing good. Oh my god. I almost make a mistake there. And let's get floor chicken. Okay. Oh, that's Red Death. It can be beaten if you have two items. The Evolve Laurel and the Evolve Clock Lancet. Oh. So you need both of them to defeat the Red Death. Okay. That's good to know that can defeat. Oh god, am I in danger? Okay. Uh-oh. It is technically possible with just one, but it is pretty tough. Okay, I see. Uh-huh. But we are supposed to die here, right? I mean, it says stage complete. But good to know we can defeat the Red Death. Yes, to unlock Ebony Wings and evolve the Fire one. Okay, good. Okay, I guess I'm going to turn on Pretzel Rock, otherwise it's going to be very bare bone. Let's see. I can find them program. Feeding Red Death is sort of a special thing. Uh-huh. Oh god. Okay. Um, we want chill or lo-fi. When you enter the next run, you can turn on guides in the setting that will show you item that spawns on the map. That's a guide settings? Oh gosh. Okay, first of all, I guess lo-fi, huh? Let's get lo-fi music. This. To evolve Clock Lancet, you need to pick up the silver and gold ring, and for Laurel, you will need the right and left arrow. Okay, in the settings, not sure where to find. I would not recommend trying now. Oh, increase your curse by quite a bit. Oh. Not sure where is the guide setting. Am I missing something? When you enter the next run, you can turn on guides in the setting. Oh, I see. You have to go into the run. But before that, I do have enough money to buy something. I do want this. Or do I want this? Well, let's get this. And build up this. And this and this. And get enough money, right? Okay. Okay, let's see. Start. Okay, Mass Nelson. Can you choose between these three which one I should do for my next run? If you like. I've already tried these eight, can't count. These 8 characters, but I've never tried Porta, Croce, and Del Mario. Those are the worst 3 characters in the game. Really? Wow. I don't know. Let's choose. It's okay if I lose. I don't mind. Permanent 30% plus area starts with temporary cooldown bonus. Croce gets an extra oh. Okay. I'm going to try Croce then. Oh, it's a demon. Oh. Okay, wait. I guess I should turn off Pretzel Rock then. It kinda clash with the theme. Do this and do this. Okay. Your Mario isn't bad weapon-wise, but they are extremely slow, so are basically useless if you aren't lucky enough to get wings early on. Oh, I really hate slow characters. Okay, by the way, Mass Nelson, where is the setting for the guides? When you enter the next run, you can turn on guides in setting. I'm missing something? I don't know. I feel like I'm missing something. Then on the next page, no. Yeah, it's not showing up on my end. I don't know. Is it the arrow that shows the chest? So I think they did show up on my screen. Okay, ebony wings. Yes, you want ebony wings. Let's try to get ebony wings and Pichon. Oh, press the escape button. What? Okay, wait. Okay. Escape button is just the pause menu, right? Wait. Yep, it is. I already pressed escape. Huh. Wait. There's only sound and music, flashing effects, damage numbers, and visible joysticks. Weird. Not sure. Do I need to go to the main menu? Okay, wait. Going to open your link to Imager. Oh, that is weird. Really weird. I didn't get this. Open Grimoire. I mean, maybe I didn't unlock it. I didn't have the Grimoire. Yeah, I think I have to unlock it later, I guess. It's okay. Okay, let's get whip. Whip, I guess. I really wish we get garlic soon. I don't know, I love garlic so much. It makes the bad horde stage, I mean section breeze. Yes. Okay. King Bible, Rune Tracer, King Bible, and the Labrador. Let's get you don't unlock it until completing stage 5. Oh, okay. I'm only on stage 1 then. That's a far away stage away. Okay, it's okay. That means I have to get to stage 5 as soon as possible then. I would recommend the combination of King Bible plus garlic. Yes, I do love that combination. When I use Po Recho, that is basically my go-to build. The Unholy Vesper is so good. Okay, I'm going to try get Icon too. But I'm not sure if the RNG is in our favor or not. But for now, let's get King Bible. It's going to give us some sort of protection. Clover. Let's get Clover. Let's get lucky. Okay. And we... Okay, come on. Leveled up. Let's get Cross. Our base weapon. Leveled up. Oh no! That's why I love garlic so much. Ebony Wings? Yes. Oh no. By the way, Mass Nelson, what character is your favorite? Ooh! Empty Tome. Okay. Do you like Pentagram? Because I personally don't like Pentagram. Like, it literally, the description really encapsulate what it does perfectly. Erases everything inside. Like, it literally erases everything. Oh god, so sorry about that. Is the music too loud? I should... Okay, can you hear me now? I was saying, um, there are two questions that I ask. Which of the characters in the character roster is your favorite? And also, do you like Pentagram? Personally, I don't like Pentagram because it literally erases everything, including all the power up. I hope you can hear this. Okay, let's get into the game. Empty Tome. Infernus. Unlock in stage 2. Okay. Okay, let's get more cross. Level up the cross. 2. And pentagram is alright. Whoa. I don't hate it, but it isn't your favorite weapon. It's a good when you evolve it so it doesn't erase gem. Oh. Okay. Okay. If I had to ask for a spoiler, I just want to ask, what does it take to evolve the pentagram? I just want to know that so that I can get that over with. I really don't like pentagram because it really hinders the progress so much that I don't know, it makes the games hard, make the game hard for me. Takes crown XP booster. Oh, so the crown and the pentagram. Okay, okay. Oops. Okay, for now, let's take Clover. I'll have to bear that in mind. Pentagram and the crown. So sad there's no garlic yet. Um, let's get Ebony Wings. Just one. Womp womp. Okay, but it gets us this. Garlic, yes. Garlic, my love. Okay, let's get King Bible. Oh my god, yes. Now we can finally be bold about our choices. Come on. Yes, yes, yes. You can't hurt me. Level up Empty Tome. Okay, yes. Oh my god, yes. I want to save the what do you call a track top for when I need to collect large amount of experience at one time. Okay, we need Hollow Heart. No, let's level up the cross for now. I'm trying to get Econe. But it doesn't want to show up. I don't know why. Are they shy? Do they want to rest? Okay, okay, okay. The Fortnite Circle. I love calling the plant circle Fortnite circle. Level up. Ebony wings. Getting both can take a little while sometimes. It took 87 rerolls to get both. Whoa, that's a lot of rerolls. I guess that's okay. Just have to save the final slot. Okay. This giant, sorry, not giant, green zombie looking thing needs to go. Oh my god, yes. Okay. Basically, besides the green enemies, the green zombie, everything dies. And basically, whenever I got close to them. Okay, ebony wings. Oh wait, garlic. Garlic level 2. Yes. Garlic is the best supplementary weapon. If I have to rely on only one weapon, I guess I pick garlic. But fire one is a close second. Uh-oh. What am I worried about, right? You can... Okay. Lightning ring, no. Okay, let's get Cross leveled up. Woo! Cross. Okay, okay. Let's... Okay, leveled up. Final leveled up for Cross. Garlic. I mean, I always saw... The first thing I saw for garlic is it's a ball of sack. I don't know, the sprite could be... I don't know, it is garlic nonetheless, but at a glance, it looks like a ball sack. Oh god, I need to get my mind out of the gutter. Okay. Minor spoilers, you like garlic, but the reason you don't use it that much is that it doesn't scale as well as other weapon later on. Very powerful for the first 25 minutes, but not that powerful after that. It makes a difference in endless mode. Oh, okay. I guess that's true. It is very powerful early on, but yeah, I do understand. Maybe the reason why I love garlic is because I am new to the game. I didn't see what kind of other weapon we have. Okay, let's get Clover. Yeah, I I I don't know what other weapon we have in the game. So I'm excited to see what kind of other weapon we have. I really want to destroy that bat. I miss the fireball. King Bible. Okay, okay, okay. I guess that's kinda okay. Okay. Still no beacon. King Bible. Uh-oh, Fortnite circle. Does Ebony Wing deals more damage than Picon? Not sure. Feels like it deals more damage. What is this? Heaven's Sword? Evolved Cross can deal critical damage. I won't mention them, but there are 85 different weapons in the game. Whoa, 85? That's a lot. Okay, okay. Okay, let's get the empty tomb. Whoa, okay. I love this sword color. Heaven sword, heavenly sword. Okay. At least we managed to unlock one new weapon. Okay, I love the color. Oops. Time to destroy all this. Okay, okay. Pomarola. Okay, I can't be too careless. Well, I'm quite surprised to not see Picon anywhere. Hmm, weird. No, nothing? Well, I have to say I'm quite disappointed in this game. RNG? Give me Picon! Well, let's level up Ebony Wings. Why not? Clover. Ebony Wings. Okay, we fully leveled up Ebony Wings. The whip. Oh my god. Okay, come on. Uh, well, I guess the game doesn't want me to. Ooh, no, no, no. I need to save it for Picone. Okay, garlic then. No, King Bible. Picone really doesn't want to show up in this run. Uh, Empty Tomb. Whoa, okay. That ghost just disappeared. I can't even see what is going on. Okay. I don't want to backseat game if you don't want to try for Ven. No, no, it's okay. I do want to try. I do want to try for no, not Ebony Wings. Picone. I mean, I've tried all the other weapon. I do want to try something new. I and I don't want to look stuff up while I'm in the middle of streaming, so oh, don't worry. I will tell you if I don't want to be backseated. And right now, you are doing me a solid for trying to tell me what to get. Otherwise, we would do the same run all over again. Okay, let's get Clover. Maybe by increasing our luck, we will get lucky. Too bad. Too bad. You guys can't hurt me. Okay, let's level up King Bible first, then we leveled up the garlic. Uh, Whip. Uh, you know what? Let's get Spellbinder. Why not? So that we can evolve the King Bible. Unholy Vesper is so good though. I love it. Yes. Uh, Whip. Whip, whip, whip. Whoa. Yeah, basically, in my previous stream, I did a lot at this stage. Most probably because my build is not strong enough. I don't know. We did unlock a lot of things, permanent upgrades. So we have that going on for us. Ooh. Dams. Oh god. I just ran into that werewolf. Yes. Spellbinder. I guess the reason why they don't show Hikone is because they don't want you to be overpowered, I guess. I don't know. Is the Vandalier really powerful or something? Maybe that is a balancing issue. They don't want you to be so overpowered. Maybe that's why they don't want the player to get it much early on. I guess that's it, huh? Homerola. Ooh, the Mantis stage. Oh my god, we are decimating the Mantises. King Bible. Garlic. Homerola. Oh, we just decimated everything in our path, huh? Okay, let's level up Garlic first. The Unholy Vesper. Vandalier is good. Combines the attack. Mm-hmm. 7 weapon. Yeah, so I'm guessing, yeah, it is a balancing issue then. If you got the weapon early on in the game, that makes you really powerful. Maybe I just have to be patient. Yes, yes. Mow these mantises down. Yes, yes. I love the upgraded weapon. Each one of them has very distinct animation to them. Why not? Just want one chicken, but two chicken is good. Um, Garlic. We never tried the fire cheese. Oh no, I shouldn't. I shouldn't do that. The fire cheese should be saved for when we are in a pickle. Actually, the early chests can't evolve things. I'm pretty sure evolution of weapon is impossible until around the 8 to 10 minutes mark. Oh, well, that is a good way to balance things out. Then, I don't know. Maybe the developers did something in the programming. Maybe they say if get ebony wings, reduce the chances to get picone. I don't know. Well, we got Soul Eater, so that's good. See, I love the upgraded visual. Still retains the characteristic of the base weapon, but it has different visual attached to it. So basically we are just Beyblading around this map. Oh god, it's chugging. It's chugging. The unholy Vespers. Yes. Oh my god, yes. I don't know, it gives me satisfaction to see this enemy being moved down. Duplicator. Do we need duplicator? Oh gosh. Um, I don't know. We certainly don't need hollow heart. Okay, why not? Let's get duplicator. They force me to have new weapon. The chances for me to get what do you call Beacon is seriously getting slimmer and slimmer as time goes on. But it's okay. Maybe we'll get it in the next run. Whee! Look at my personal space. No one can enter my personal space without getting hurt in the process. Oh gosh, I really thought this was Picone. Turns out it's Wing. Okay. Picone, Ebony Wings, chance is the same even if you already have one. RNG is just bullying me. Yeah, you're not wrong. It's okay. You win some, you lose some, right? Maybe the game thought, wow, this kid decimates the enemy using the fireball. That's the best I can give you. Now you just have to get the normal weapon. No more cool combination. I won't give you. Okay. Yup. We have Candelabrador, Santa Water. Both of these are weapon. Let's get Candelabrador. Why not? I'm still holding on to that slim chance. No. No. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing about RNG. Sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose. And that's that perfectly okay, I guess. If we win all the time, it won't be a fun game. Okay. Let's mow down these flowers. And the Labrador. I love that my circle is getting bigger and bigger because of the candelabrador. I need to find the attractor. Uh, candelabrador. Okay, okay. Whoa, okay. I never noticed how big the heavenly sword is. Oh no! Oh no! The RNG really don't want me to have Picone. I, I have to take something new. Um, I don't know. I don't want to take Pentagram. It happens. I know. It's so sad. It's okay. Okay, let's think. Okay, we can't use Pentagram because it erases everything. You know what? Let's get Pentagram. We've already unlocked everything. Let's level up Pentagram. Let's make things interesting. Cooldown reduced by 10 seconds. We are quite safe. Okay, okay. That means I can't level up till level 100. But that's okay, I guess. I just love exploring new stuff in this game. Oh my god, the sword. The swords are very beautiful looking. Whoa, okay, it doesn't erase everything. Does the pentagram erase the Red Death? Surely not, right? Otherwise it would be too powerful. Okay. I guess that is very powerful. 45% chance to not erase items. Uh-huh. So I guess getting the pentagram later instead of early on in the stage is much more preferable. Okay, I'm learning new strategies. Thank goodness. Oh my god, the Fortnite circle. Sheesh, the poison ivies can't stand a chance with us having this much powerful weapon. And we didn't even use a revival. I guess that's good. I mean, that makes this character um, a little bit less useful compared to other characters. And a tractor. Come on. Oh, yeah, having the empty tomb and the pentagram is kinda cool. I said I hate the pentagram, but turns out I didn't give it a chance to shine through. Kinda like activating the cross then. Whoa! Big coin bag. Whoa, okay. 652. That's a lot of coin. Yes, yes, give me all your gems. Oh my god, yes. Yes. I guess pentagram can be fun. I should have given it a little bit chance rather than dismissing it very early. Shouldn't judge an ability without using it extensively. Woo! Yes, 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 yes. I still don't understand what is the relationship between the two items that you need to evolve a weapon. Let's think about this for a second. Pomarola and garlic. I don't see the relationship between them. Hmm. Whoa! It's a 5! Yeah! I always get hype on this. 5 coin bags. Yes. Too late for for that, but the 5 chest, 5 item chest is so hype. I love it. Oh no. Can we reach level 100? Level 100? No, we can't. Oh my god, yes. Oh no. Can we revive? Womp womp womp. There are 5 separate kinds of combination that are used to evolve weapons. 5? Whoa, I thought it was only 1. Womp womp. Well, at least we use 2 revive. Bonus gold coins 800. Okay. 4 unlock. Get pentagram to level 7. Tiragisu. What? Character customization. Evolve the cross. Wait. Jane. Tiragisu. Is that supposed to be a play on words for tiramisu? Even the sprite looks like a tiramisu. Hmm. Wait. Where is where is the achievement? This one. It does look like a tiramisu. Whoa. More rarely, there are 2 weapons together like Vandalier. Equally, equally rare is 1 weapon requiring 2 passive items to evolve. Oh. Whoa, this game is much more complex. I have to give the game credits, huh? Okay. Before that, let's level it up. Okay. Okay, Mass Nelson, can you tell me, um, what is the perk of unlocking the curse? Increases enemy speed, health quantity, and frequency by 10% per rank. Or is it just a setting that makes the game harder for those who are a veteran on this game? I'm guessing this one. Grid is okay. Curse is good for leveling up faster because... Oh, okay. Right. I thought I thought it's just a setting to make the game harder. Okay. Speed. Um, let's get this. And this and this. Okay. And let's try it again. Okay, is Christine good? Well, she does use pentagram, huh? I don't know, Mass Nelson. Can you choose for me? All out of the 3 locked character, which one should we use? Starts with 1 extra level. Per minute, 40% duration and speed, minus 40 move speed. So this is the one that is slow. Per minute, 50% plus area. Starts with temporary cooldown bonus. The final 2 kinds of weapon evolution are incredibly rare with only 1 of each. Those are a weapon and a passive item combining together to create a completely new passive item, separate from the 2 combined to make it. Whoa, okay. That requires incredible planning then in order to get the final final weapon evolution. Wait, passive item can evolve? And the other rare weapon evolution is a passive item evolving two weapons at the same time. Whoa. That is, yeah, you need to plan that ahead. I would recommend Portal, by the way. Okay, Portal Ladona. So this will be my final final run, I guess. Final run for this stream. Afterwards, I have stuff to do. Um, but yeah, let's get as far as possible with this character. Oh god. Oh my god, I don't have money. I spent it all. Okay, okay. Okay, you know what? Um, let's let's oh god. Oh god. I am such an idiot. Okay, okay, uh let's do Poe for a while. Uh let's do hyper mode. Just enough to get 900 coin. Can we do this? Can we do this? 900 money should be okay for us, right? Oh my god, I am such an idiot. I should have saved a little bit money. Oh no. What an idiot. Oh gosh. Now I have to wait for a chest. Okay, ebony wings. Oh no. I do want to try new characters. No. Okay, okay. Just have to be careful. Okay. Okay, 200. If we escape with this amount of item, do we get to save it? Or do we have to beat the game? I guess not then. Yeah, I could just die. Okay, okay. Before we do that, let's get as much money as possible. Exiting with money, let's keep the money. Okay, that's good to know. Uh, knife. King Bible. Okay, okay. Come on. Where is this special enemy? It's interesting though to see ebony wings um, circling in counterclockwise, whether sorry, not weather, and beacon spins in clockwise motion. That's interesting. Okay, I need to get this special womp womp. Just one. Okay. Over. Come on. Um over. Try to get as lucky as possible. Uh uh come on. That's on me actually. I should have kept a little bit buffer, money buffer, but instead I spent it all in one place. Garlic. Where is the special enemy? We just need 400 more coins and then we can leave. Which, if we are lucky, we can get it from the chest. No, still not enough. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! We still don't have enough coins. Oh no! Oh no! 16 more coins! God damn it me. Okay. Okay. Refund power-ups? What are you talking about? This one? Does it refund the money? It does. Oh my god. Mass Nelson, why didn't you tell me earlier? Oh god. Okay, okay. Let's see. Let's do this. Increase might. Do this, this, and this. This. Still have enough, right? This, 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 this. I seem enthusiastic to start another run. I am, but then I realize I don't have enough money. Okay, okay. I need to be careful here not to spend all of them. God damn it. Okay, okay. You know what? I'm just going to do this. Okay, that's enough, right? Yeah, that's enough. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Porta, yes. Let's go. Um, not hyper mode. Okay, maybe I should start with hyper mode. Hmm. Okay, garlic then. Okay, okay. Sure. I'm still going to try and get both Beacon and Ebony Wings together, but there's no guarantee I'll be getting that in this run. But I'm still going to try nonetheless. Beacon, yes, now you want to show up. Okay, it's okay. Now watch as Ebony Wings not show up. Ah, what terrible luck I have. Beacon, Beacon. Oh, although Lightning Ring. Here, let's take Lightning Ring. Wait, where's the special enemy? Did we kill it? Nothing, huh? Okay, okay. Beacon it is. Ebony Wings, yes! Oh my god, yes, yes, it is finally here. Yes, okay. Finally. All that. Finally, the game hears me and said, oh, fine. Otherwise, he won't stop blabbing about RNG. Yeah, it took a while, but I'm so glad we finally got both Ebony Wings and Peacon together. Yes. Oh my god, yes. Now we just have to survive to see the double effect of both Peacon and Ebony Wings. Uh, Max them both out. Yeah, I figured things out like that. Okay, should we get the crown then? I don't know. I don't know. Do you recommend me to get the crown? Because you did say to get the XP. Sure. Okay. Okay. We'll just have to see what sort of power these two birds have in store for us. Yeah, let's get Ebony Wings. Oh, I really wish we have an empty tome at our disposal right now. That way we can deal a lot of more damage. I guess I get the Pomerola. Why not? Ooh, finally. Uh, Garlic. Come on, please. Just have to survive. Just have to survive. Uh, hold. Oh no. All these are new. Okay, let's get, I guess, Ross? You do need a physical weapon. Okay, come on, come on. Survive. Lightning ring. Ooh. Okay, come on. Iragisu. Uh. Oh no. Okay. Okay, come on. Let's get. Oh god, I don't know. Oh no. You know what? Let's try Tiragisu. Okay, so we can level up Tiragisu. I thought it is a one-time weapon. The Mantis Lord. Oh god. No, 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 no. Be careful. Okay, come on. Please. Lightning ring. Wait. Crown. You do want to get leveled up quicker. Okay, come on, come on. Yes, yes. I'm quite surprised just how difficult it is to level up both Picone and Ebony Wings. They don't show up in the option that often. Just weird. Okay, come on. Lightning ring. Should I take clover? Sure, why not? This is the run that we need to do the Vandalier. So I don't care much about other builds. Oh god. Okay, come on, come on. We can do this. Picone. Oh god, oh god. Crown. Oh god, please. Give me all the gems. You're pretty sure up until the 1.0 release, you need to have Tiragisu to evolve Ebony Wings and Picone. Doesn't look like it is necessary anymore though. Is it? Whoa. Maybe they did some balancing and thought, it is difficult. I don't know. I'm just saying things. Oh god. Although Porta is a little bit slow, huh? Or is it just my imagination? Okay, okay. We got a lot of gemstones over here. Okay, let's get Clover. Oh, okay. Let's get this. Clover. Ebony Wings. Oh no, oh no. Uh-oh. I feel like I am a little bit weak right now. Neither. The other characters you were playing were just fast. Okay. So this character is normal, huh? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh god, no, 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 no. Please, I don't want to die here, not now. You know how hard it is to get both Picone and Ebony Wings together? Oh god, please. Please don't. Please. The Fortnite circle is closing in. I need help. Okay. Um, more ebony wings. Oof, oof, oof. Okay. Oh no, oh no, oh no. I'm in danger. I'm in danger. I... Oh god. Oh no. Oh no, we are... Oh no, oh no, we are a little bit weak. Okay. Uh... I have to take Pomerola. Okay, so it adds one more revival. Okay. Oof. Okay, please. Please. I'm quite surprised we didn't get Empty Tomb. Sure. Yes, finally. Yes, yes. Although we are still much more weak compared to our previous run. Let's get Cross. Garlic. Garlic. Clover. Ebony Wings. Yes. Icon. Soul Eater. Usually run like this is why you bring armor. Oh, right. Armor does help, huh? Oh, it's okay, it's okay. I think we should be okay, right? I hope we are doing okay. Okay. Let's get whip. Why don't we? We were forced to get the whip. I can't imagine. How do you deal with this big horde without garlic? I just can't imagine how. I mean, it is possible, but not with my um, poor strategy lack brain. Oh god, please. Picon. Just a little bit more. Oh god, please. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Give me the chicken. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Give me this. It's a 5! Yeah! Yeah! Whoop. Yes, yes, I love this. 2 Pecone, 1 Ebony Wings. Yes. Oh my god, yes. When the world need him the most, he didn't vanish and instead gave us 2 Pecone and 1 Ebony Wings. Yes. Yes, okay. Pecone is maxed out. Now we just have to level up the rest. Empty Tomb, yes. Oh my god, yes. Ebony Wings leveled up, final. Ah, yes. Okay, you said Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight? I got Hollow Knight on my brain. Hollow Heart might be a good choice. I'll take that for now. Hollow Heart, yes. Oh my god, yes. And less than a minute ago, we were so struggling with this level. So glad it turns out better. We got an empty tomb. Just like I wanted it to be. Oh my god, yes. Pecone and Ebony Wings. Go! Yes. Oh my god, yes. Will we got the evolve with the Vandalier? Oh my god, it's beautiful! And 269. Union of Ebony Wings and Pecone. Oh my god, yes. Yes. Oh my god, it's beautiful. Oh my god, yes. Oh my god, yes. And we can still level it up. Oh my god, yes. Okay, let's get the cross. Like a beautiful parrot. Oh my god, yes. Yes, I love it. I love it. Oh my god, look at how powerful it is. It literally decimates. Bandolier, yes. Oh my god, yes. Oh gosh, yes. Yes. Make way for the Vandalier. So worth it. Okay, yeah. I get why. I get why the game doesn't want me to have Picone on the last run. Now I get it. Yes. Oh my god, yes. With the empty tome. Let's get the cross leveled up. Yes. Oh my god, yes. I love it. Oh my god, yes. Leveled up some more. Okay. Look, look, that's how powerful this Vandalier is. Oh my god, now I know why you recommend me to get Vandalier. I love it so much. Yes. Oh my god, yes. And we got the upgraded Heavenly Sword. Heaven Sword. Still don't know what to get for the final slot there. You didn't find out about Vandalier until you had already pretty much completed the game, so you didn't have access to it for the others part. Oh my god. Well, thank you for giving me the info then. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, this is really powerful. Look at it. Oh my god, yes. Okay, let's level up the whip. You're a huge help, Mass Nelson. So glad you told me about this. Look at it. Oh my god, yes. Yes. Okay, now we just have to finish up the game. Oh my god, yes. Oh. Cooldown reduced by 0.3 second. Make it even more powerful. They don't even stand a chance with me. Let's see how long the mummy will last. Oh my god, yes. That didn't take too long. Oh my god. My PC is chugging. You know what? Oh no. Wait. Mass Nelson, you said that if I get the crown, it will evolve the pentagram, right? Maybe I should wait for the pentagram. It took a while to get this weapon, but I feel like it was worth it. Definitely, totally worth it. I'm going to try and get pentagram. Oh my god, look. Look at how powerful it is. I love it. The game developer really know how to please the player. Yes, oh my god, look at it. Oh god, yes. Oh, okay. Empty tomb. Combined with the empty tomb, I feel like that's a killer combo. It just decimates everyone. Whoa. Uh, Hollow Heart. Still not seeing pentagram. Yes, oh my god. Oh god, yes. Oh, so satisfying. Forget Fireball. This is where it's at. Okay. Oh my god, yes, yes. Like a rain shower with rainbows. What is this? Bloody Tear. Evolved Whip can deal critical damage. Okay, I didn't expect to get an upgraded whip. That that's a bonus. Oh my god. Uh, so we got the upgraded garlic, heaven sword, and bloody tear. Whoa. Okay. Now, if only we can get pentagram. Oh my god. Yes. 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 The reason why you suggest Hollow Heart. Oh, okay. Sneaky, sneaky. But thank you for nudging me in the right direction then. Um, okay, sure, let's get pentagram. Since it's going to be destroyed either way. Oh my god. Look at how beautiful it is. The pink of the sword, the red of the whip, and the rainbow of the bandolier. Oh my god, I'm just bullying this poison ivy. 25% not to destroy. Okay. Still destroy everything. Oh my god. I'm just destroying everything. Okay, let's get Vandalier. Try to fully level up that first. What is this? Oh no! I was too late. There's something new on the ground there. It got destroyed. Womp womp. Oh my god, really? This is a treat for me. I love this kind of game. Vandalier, level up, fully leveled up. Now we just have to level up the pentagram. Look, wherever the rainbow touch, everything dies. Yes, oh my god, yes. I love it, I love it. Give me more. Yes, oh my god, yes. Yes, oh my god, yes. Oh my god. My computer is chugging so much right now. Okay, so we managed to level up. Now we just need to get a chest. Yes, oh my god, yes. Can we even get chest? I don't see enemies that can give chest. Oh my god, yes. Oh god. I love the visual effects. Oh no. Really? Oh no, we can't level up the pentagram then. Oh, poo. Too bad. Okay then. Wait, there's a chest? I got lucky. And it's a tree. Yes, oh my god, gorgeous moon. What? I didn't read the description. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh god. Um, what is this? Always Bitcoin. What is this? Oh my god, this is so satisfying. Oh yes. This is so satisfying. Oh no. Whoa, okay. Revive. Floor chicken. No. Well, the last 9 seconds. Oh my god, yes. Yes. Gorgeous Moon, Bloody Tear, and Vandalier. Gorgeous Moon is the only way to get yellow and purple gems, by the way. I think they are worth the same as green ones, though. Oh, really? Oh my god, look at how many damage Vandalier does. 5.6 million? Whoa! And Gorgeous Moon is next with 4.1. Hey, no worries, Mass Nelson. I am also leaving. I am going to end the stream. Thank you so much for the tip. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for coming. And so yeah, I'm going to end the stream so you don't have to feel bad. Be able to join again tomorrow. Oh, okay. I'll see you then. Um, tomorrow I'm going to try and finish Silent Hill 3. And if you are not comfortable with horror game, it's okay. I don't mind. But I am going to be playing Silent Hill 3 tomorrow. You are okay with that? Dude, come join. Not no worries. I don't mind. Also, I should do this. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Thank you again to Mass Nelson for all the tips and for following the channel. It really do helps me a lot, actually. Um, yeah, thank you so much for watching. And as for my YouTube stream archive channel, I am a little bit behind on my upload. I have stuff to do and I don't have time to upload the VODs on my channel, but I do plan on uploading it this week. So do have a look there during this week. I'm not sure. I mean, during next week. But yeah, I am planning to upload the rest of my VODs there. Um, what else? Speaking of my notification, right? Um, I usually tell people about my going live on stream on Twitter, but I don't like going to Twitter that much this past few days. There are a lot of things happening on Twitter. If you don't know, I suggest you guys look it up. I don't want to go into the nitty-gritty details here. But suffice to say, I don't like to go on Twitter right now because there's a lot of stuff happening on my timeline that I don't want to see. But I should I should post my updated schedule infographics there during this week. So if you ever wanted to see the infographic for my channel schedule, do have a look at the pinned tweet there. That is the current stream schedule stream schedule for my channel. Um, but if you want to contact me directly, there's always Discord. The Discord link will be available on the description down below if you are watching this on YouTube, or it is available on the end screen after this. So if you are interested, do join my Discord, even though I rarely use Discord myself. But yeah, um, I'm going to end the stream right now. Thank you so much for watching. Tomorrow we are going to try and finish up my Silent Hill Tree run. And if we have time, we are going to try and get um, the bonus weapon from that game. But we'll just have to see then. We'll just have to see. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll hope to see you in the next stream. Goodbye.